Hey, this is Steve Keys here with Keller Williams Capital District. We are here with another episode of Hey, How's the Market? This week we are doing the weekly review for Schenectady County. This is the week of November 4th to November 10th. All right, so Schenectady County is the last county that I haven't talked anything about. So after Schenectady County, I've at least talked about everything once. So this will be the weekly review. So starting with actives, we've got Schenectady in the lead with the most number of actives at 60 properties. Mahonison's coming in at second place with 39. That's pretty much been the same one and two since the beginning of September. It's been about the same before that. Niskayuna. Schenectady was always number one, but Niskayuna was coming in at number two, so those two have swapped. Pending properties that have gone new for this month. Scotia Glenville coming in at number one with 8 properties, and then Niskayuna and Mahonison taking second place with 7 properties each. For sold properties, we've got Niskayuna and Scotia Glenville taking first place with sold, and Mahonison and Schenectady taking second place with 5 properties. Chance to sell. Scotia Glenville was your best opportunity to sell. Niskayuna was right behind that, though. So Scotia Glenville was basically 28%. Niskayuna was 27%. So those two are pretty much neck and neck. Worst school district to sell in for this last week was Schenectady at 5%. Probably just because they've got so many properties on the market that it's that they're kind of frequently at the bottom. Price points 0 to 100 was your best chance, although they only started with 10 properties, so it only took 2 for them to win. First place for quantity was 200 to 300,000, and that was coming in at second place, tied with 150 to 200. You can sell. They had the same chance of selling, but 200 to 300 had 4 times as many properties available. All right, let's look at the charts. All right, so this is total active. So you can see a lot of the other counties that we've been looking at. We started off here at our starting point, and a lot of them were dipping a little bit more than this before they came back up to where they are now. Schenectady was a lot more mellow. It is showing the upward trend, but we didn't have the big drop that we had over the summer and then coming back up to where we are now. It was kind of flat at the beginning, but it's been more of a steady rise. So total active properties up about 30%. Here's the expired canceled. I'm not really going to talk about this. You can see the dots were basically all over the place. It looks like they're increasing as we go. You can show that the moving average has been going up recently. So recently it does look like it's going up, but generally you can see they're basically all over the place. Not a whole lot to talk about. These are the new activities that we're seeing. So new activity, you can look at the linear trend for pending and actives. These are pretty stable. Sold is going up a little bit. If you look at the moving averages, though, you can see that all 3 of them seem to be trending down a little bit, starting right around here, which is about the beginning of September, end of August time frame. Here's the middle of August right here. So that's kind of where it looks like it's heading in the downward direction. Average days on market. Most other counties that we've been seeing, these are pretty steadily dropping. Schenectady is still dropping, but it's not dropping as much. You can see pending has been pretty much flat the entire time that we've been tracking it. So that really hasn't. It's been about 20 days linear trend, and the moving averages don't really show anything different. The active days on market, that's really the only thing that's showing any kind of real difference. It's showing a downward linear trend, but if we look at the moving average, it was really just kind of a sharp drop until we hit the beginning of June, and it's been mostly level ever since. Like we've been seeing, it's coming up just a tick, but it's still like Schenectady. This is probably the flattest I've seen it in any of the counties. And then here we go for average price. So moving trend is pretty close following the linear trend. So the linear trend is a pretty good example. So again, as we're seeing in most other counties, this is going slightly up, and to the right. This is not up as much, I don't think, as we've been seeing in some other counties. But it is slightly going in the upward direction, showing more of a stable kind of thing. All right, so that has been Schenectady County. So thank you for joining me. If you would like to receive this information by email, you can look in the description of this video, and there's a bit.ly link down there. You can fill in the form, and I will send this. I will send these charts to you on a weekly basis. So that has been this week's episode. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in again next week for the next episode of Hey, How's the Market? Bye-bye for now.